Hello and welcome to Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars
with Jack
and Cyndi.
And we apologize. This is up late, and we didn't do it last week for Halloween night, which we really enjoyed. But it's just been
we watched it.
We watched it. I took notes. I did all the things. And by the time Sunday rolled around, I go, "This is ridiculous to do it at this point."
Yeah.
Again, we apologize. It sounds like we're making excuses, but then this week we had grandkids and work, and
we just knew we couldn't do it again.
Just couldn't do it again.
So we said, "Okay,
we're doing it, and we're doing it tonight."
But at the Halloween show, who was
Caroma went home, which is kind of a shock.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. But today it's making dreams come true. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is the Jay and Jack Podcasting Network. If you'd like to help us out, you could become a patron. Go to jayandjack.com, click on the little button to become a patron. Also, you can help by shopping Amazon.
You go to jayandjack.com and click up in the right-hand corner to the Amazon. It'll go right to your account. Anything you purchase, we get a small percentage, and it's divided up amongst all the podcasters.
Like if you spend like $1,000, we get $1 million.
I don't think that's it,
but
that's okay.
Something like that. I don't know why we keep, because I'm filming this, but we're not going to show it.
No, we're not. God, no. Please.
We look off.
Well, I haven't taken a shower or washed my hair. I have makeup on, and you haven't shaved in a week. So, no, we're not posting this.
And I don't have any makeup on either, so that's
good.
But it's making dreams come true since 2005. Is that when the show started? I forgot to look it up, but...
it was 14 years ago. So it's got to be more than that, wasn't it?
Well, no, this is season 28.
Oh, maybe.
So doing the math, maybe. Making dreams come true since 2005. First up, we have Sean and Jenna doing...
Well, it would have been...
We should have said, too, condolences to Lindsay and her family. She lost her mother-in-law, which is...
I'm sure she
could not have been very old.
No, and that's always sad.
And even it's always hard to lose a loved one.
Absolutely, we know that, both you and I.
And probably most of you out there. Our condolences out there to Lindsay. It had to be tough, but Jenna stepped up and said, I'll dance with Sean.
Come sail away with Sean.
Come sail away.
She got the lucky straw.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Doing the jazz.
He was trying to do his jazz. You can't even do better jazz hands than him.
He goes, what are we going to do, jazz hands? And this is when he was with Lindsay. She goes, well, do you know what jazz hands are? I think he thought it was like
No, I like the shaking. But you know what? I remember one time we were at cheerleading, many of cheerleading competitions, and I used to make their brother and her brother and sister go with them for support. And Jay was doing, it was a part of the show's Bring It On, and they said, they would go, are these jazz hands? No, these are jazz fingers. So I think he was referring maybe to that. Not that he would be watching Bring It On. But anyway, yeah, he didn't know what jazz hands
and then he still did it wrong.
He did.
But after she showed it, almost like she was a little frustrated with him at that point. I'm not angry with him, but do you even know what jazz hands? It's like you're Sean. You should not be questioning Lindsay.
True.
And again, I don't know if that was what was going on or not.
Right.
But she seemed a little frustrated at that point. But the dance was okay.
And he's still hanging on. I don't know how he's hanging on. Now, I will give him, he's improved.
He's improved.
He has improved. And he is not quite as stiff. I'm not going to say not stiff.
But the other dancers have just
they left him behind.
It's like they're driving a Ferrari. And he's
driving a Pinto.
A Pinto, yeah.
Yes.
And if you don't know what Pinto is, kids, look it up at home. He's just blowing up.
Yes. But, he does go out there. He does give 100%.
He gives it all, and he
obviously has a great fan base. And anyway.
Well, we'll get to the end when we'll get to that. He got 7 from Carrie Ann, a 7 from Len, and Bruno just said, I'm done. Bruno says, I'm done.
Well, I think they're just... It's almost like... when we watched it last season with Bobby being the one that was there week after week and some great dancers were going, and I thought they really eliminated this by this situation by them being able to vote. But if you're not at the bottom 2, it doesn't matter.
No,
because they're still going to be there.
There's still a flaw in the system.
But it's supposed to be 50% judges and 50% fan base, and the fans do get to watch it. And
it is your show,
but it is a dancing show, and it should be based on their ability to improve, their ability to get better.
I always said at some point the fans should be taken out of it. If the fans are not, I hate to say that, if they're not getting it right.
No, because it's their opinion.
I know. Okay. We'll get to the end.
So he got 2 7s and a 6, and I thought
I thought 7 was. I thought 7 was.
It was better, and he's 100% out there. He does try, but he's not even in the same category as the rest of the dancers, and it's just so obvious. So anyway, and I'm sure he's shocked that he's there week after week. So anyway,
and then you have Lauren Gleb doing the jive, and Lauren seems to be slipping a little bit.
Yeah, she started out really cute, and adorable. One of my grandma's favorite songs, Nothing But a Hound Dog. She loved Elvis Presley. You do too, don't you like Elvis Presley?
I love Elvis.
Yeah. And really cute, and they're a great couple together. Look cute dancing.
She's not bad.
No, but she just messed up a couple points.
It wasn't her strongest
work.
Well,
I love that part where she did mess up, and she just kind of stood there and just did her 2 arms because she wanted. I'm sure the beat was fast.
Yeah.
And she wanted to make sure they all caught up so she could go on.
You pointed out right away she messed up, and I said, "Oh yeah, you're right." She did. It wasn't a terrible dance.
No. I mean, when you compare it to Sean, she's like, looks like a champion. But anyway.
But again, this was one of her weaker weeks.
She's had a couple stumbles the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
She's like some later on in the dance, we'll talk about some of the other dancers where you can just see their confidence getting better.
Right.
And you can see it by the improvement of their dance and the way they're holding themselves and everything.
Where I thought she was a dancer to beat.
Right.
She's kind of come back.
She's like already peaked and now she's falling the other way.
Yeah, it's like
I would agree. She's adorable, cute. So anyway, she got 8 across the board.
8 across the board, which I thought were well deserved.
Right.
Next up, we have Kel and Whitney doing the salsa.
Love this dance. What about you?
I thought he deserved a 10.
I thought 10s across the board. Absolutely.
And this was before we got into the 10s. They were like throwing them out like candy. I thought God, his confidence from where he was in the beginning, where it's like, okay, he's got it now. He's a showman. He's
and like the judges said, he's leading the dance,
and they work fantastic.
Yes, they do. They're great together. And again, like I was just saying a second ago, the judges are saying, he's being the male lead out there, and you can see it, and he's taking control of it, and. Whitney looks fabulous. She's always fabulous looking anyway. Yeah. But I definitely thought the salsa was 10s across the board. His hip actions were phenomenal. Loved everything about this dance. I got excited when I saw it.
You think if he would have went after Ali and Sasha, he would have got 10s across the board?
No.
No? Mm-mm. You don't think he would have got?
I don't know, because it's where they are in the whole.
No, I'm saying if he would have went after them.
After them. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because it seemed like they really started giving 10s away pretty easily. But no, I thought he deserved 10s, but he got a 9 from Carrie Ann, a 9 from Lynn, and Bruno.
A 10.
A 10. And that was the first 10 of the season?
Yeah, first 10 of the season at that stage.
At that stage, okay.
At that part of the season, of the night. Excuse me.
The night. Next up, we have Ali and Sasha doing the quick step. I said right away, I wrote it down. 10s. I said.
Yeah, you did. You wrote down right where she was going. You're like, these are 10s.
I said she's fantastic.
Well, and I think the part where I think it was Lynn said something about in the drum part where it was really beating and she was really going. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Because I don't know if this.
Because you got into the dance with it.
I don't know if this was when I made fun of Sean when
I didn't realize it was a quick dance
where he was doing the and he was
off. Yeah, he was off beat. Yeah.
This is way back, and I said. I don't know if it was the same dance. I go, but she was fantastic.
Yeah. When you think about her first dance, the first week she danced, and when you think about now, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about Sean. You see just an incredible curve just going straight up, where yes, Sean is moving in that direction, but not the same shoot or not the same. What's the word? I'm missing a word. Directory.
He's not the same level. He's just not.
I mean, he's improved. And he's got more confident, but not like the other
usually
dancers.
I watch the pros.
True.
It's hard to take, because sometimes like with Sean, it's hard to watch Sean because he's not somebody I would
enjoy watching as a dancer.
That I mean, like I know
you feel like how you dance.
Exactly. People wouldn't want to pay to watch me. If I'm watching something and I get it. It's a celebrity show and they're not supposed to be as good. But when you start watching the celebrities as you watch the pros, to me that's where the improvement, and that's who deserves to stay. Because
I agree.
To me,
because they become more like they come to the same level as the pro dancers, the celebrities, and so you feel like they.
And maybe I'm different because at some point I take away. Okay, they're not my favorite. They're my favorite.
Right.
Going in. Okay, I really like that actor. I really like this person. I don't know anything about Ali's career. She's not someone I follow.
This is a girl band.
But I want to see her dance.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Kel, I want to see Kel dance.
But you still see that Sean has improved from that first week.
Yeah.
But you still don't see the same improvement like you see in a Kel and an Ali, Hannah, some of the other dancers that are still left, Right. So.
But you got 10s across the board. Well deserved. Next up, we have Hannah and Alan doing the jive. And, Hannah had been slipping.
Yeah.
She was I think she was at the bottom the week before with Corona,
I think
right?
she was, yes.
And she had been slipping, or what? No, I think it was Kate.
Okay, well, anyway, she had some strong feedback last time too, that they just felt like she wasn't really acting or portraying the character that she is in the dance.
Because she started out the season strong,
really strong.
And
yes,
because I think we said she's someone she's cute, she's adorable, she's got this that she has that smile and
right.
So she's going to be popular,
right?
But I think Carrie Ann called her out a week ago, saying you're not being yourself. You're kind of. And it's a long competition, and I can see where it's hard to be, like we said with Lauren. It's hard to be on every week,
right?
But whatever
but it was a great dance for her. It was her best dance so far.
Oh yeah, easily. And Carrie Ann a 10, Len a 9,
and Bruno
a 10. Next up, we have Kate and Pasha doing the jive, and she had talking about her sister who passed away.
You sure it was a jive? No. Was it the jive? No, yeah, you're right. I apologize. Why am I questioning you?
She's questioning me because...
Oh, so you did it backwards. Look it. I thought Allie did the Pasha Dova. Quick Step was Hannah, and jive was Kate.
Okay, so let's go back.
That was wrong. I thought that was...
Okay, I wrote it wrong. Kel and Whitney did the...
No. Allie and Sasha did the Paso
Doble. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So I apologize there. Hannah and Alan did the quick step.
And then Kate has done... Yeah, so you see what you did? You wrote
I see what I did. I apologize.
You can't even take notes right.
So bad. I apologize.
Anyway.
So people that are screaming at your podcast or whatever, however you listen
Jack
to it.
is wrong.
I was wrong. And,
Say that again?
And I was wrong, and that's the first time...
And what?
That's the first time I've been wrong since February 25th. 1989.
Whatever. You wouldn't be who you are without this fabulous woman next to you. I have to say so myself.
I wouldn't be making mistakes. So next we got Kate and Pasha doing
the jive.
And it was not one of her best.
It was still kind of cool.
It wasn't terrible.
No, I mean she had some great moments in it. I mean she lost count a couple times.
I didn't like the outfit.
I didn't either. I'm with you on it.
And I know they were doing it to match whatever room they were in.
I didn't like it at all.
It was too hard. It was too hard to focus on them because they've just, maybe it's just me, but when the dancers are dancing, I want to see the dancers.
Yeah.
And when their outfits don't mesh with and maybe they do it intentionally because maybe they say, okay, this is not going to be one of my stronger dances. Maybe if we hide it.
Have you done the jive before? Or maybe not.
No,
quick step.
But I'm like, if I can't see you clearly, it distracts from me, and I don't like it. It wasn't. It was a good dance.
But we always felt like Kate does better with more of the slower dances, more classical.
Yes.
That really shines, and that sometimes when it's been a little bit of faster dance, we found her to be just not as one of our favorite dances for her.
But she still got, I thought, decent scores.
Yeah,
she got 8s across the board, and I thought they were well deserved.
I agree.
But yeah, it was a good dance for Kate, but not her best. Next up, we have James and Emma doing the contemporary.
Oh my gosh!
And
first of all, I didn't like the Journey song being slow.
Actually,
you liked it?
It worked for me.
It did.
Because it was, when anybody sings a song from Journey or Queen, and we said this 100 times, you're just not going to usually get the voice down right.
Right.
You're not going to have the talent that those lead singers have. This was a different version of it, so I wasn't comparing it to Steve Perry.
Oh, okay.
So
you can't sing like Steve Perry, even the guy that's singing now.
No, he's close.
I mean, we've gone to. First of all, Journey is our thing. It's something that we've gone to.
It's our thing. It's our
we went to our first Journey concert, I think, in 1987 with Steve Perry in it, and then since moving out here, I think we've seen him about 4 times with the new lead singer, and we always have a great time. And anyway, I didn't like the song being that slow.
I thought it was all right, but I think that I'm usually not one for the slower dances. They usually kind of bore me, but this was done so well. It was so well. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
In fact, I wrote 10s across the board before they even...
You did. I mean, you turned to me and go, I'm writing 10s across the board because I know they're going to get 10s.
Because he was James and Emma. I go, wow. That was just a great... You felt it.
Yeah.
And I'm not one for emotions and stuff like that, but I go...
No, really?
Yeah, believe it or not. But I go, they were one, because I think it was Carrie Ann said that they've criticized them before because sometimes they seem like they're dancing apart.
Not a unit.
They were one.
Yes, they were. It was superior. It was the top dance of the night.
It was an excellent dance, and
I agree.
They got 10s across the board, and well deserved. And at this point, we're going to take a commercial break. At this time, at this time. Next up we have, and now we go to dance-offs.
Right, and we realize that James has not won the dance-offs.
So I don't know.
Maybe because of where he's been placing, his scores have been so high. Maybe he got to eliminate. Yeah.
So we
didn't listen to it. We were fasting forward through some stuff. So
yeah, and we tried to go back and find it. We couldn't find it. So if somebody knows the reason for it,
please let us know.
Please let us know. Put it in the we'll just let us know.
So they did 3 different sets of teams doing dance-offs. So they picked the dance, and then they picked the song, and then they did their dance-off together. And the first group was Kel and Allie.
And this was, I think, was the strongest of the 3 that went. This was the closest competition, I thought.
The 3 groups that went.
3 groups that went.
Yes, I agree. There were 6 total.
This was a tough one, but watching it, I said, well, I'm going to vote for Kel. I thought he was...
Yeah, we both did. He was by far the best.
He was more energetic. Like I said, Allie was not bad.
No.
It was like, okay, if you... Of all the dancers, no, because I thought Hannah did really well, too. But, it was a 2-1 vote. Kel got 2 votes, and Allie got 1, so Kel
I thought it was Kel all the way across the board.
Next up, we have Sean and Kate doing the cha-cha.
And I was like, why are we putting those 2 together? But before she even goes out there, Kate is by far a better dancer than Sean.
It's not even
Sean
close.
can't even try. I mean, for the first couple seconds, he was just
standing
there.
Moving his arms.
Right,
it was painful to watch.
It was. Again, you're wondering why he's still there.
Yeah.
But, but anyway, go ahead.
But Sean, got no votes. It was a sweep. Not that Kate was amazing in this dance,
but compared to Sean,
it wasn't even close.
No.
It's like, okay, I think I could go against Sean and beat him.
I think you're right,
and that's saying a lot.
Well, you're not stiff.
No, well,
no, you're not that bad.
Anyway, next up we have Hannah and Lauren doing the salsa, and Hannah was outstanding.
Yes,
I think if you go between, if I had to pick between Kel and Hannah, it would be tough. Because I thought her dance was...
She really came alive this week. She really blossomed, confident.
Her legs
were perfect. Everything about it.
Salsa was perfect.
Yeah, everything about it. Yeah.
And not that Hannah was bad, but there was a couple times where Hannah was out of her element. Lauren, where Lauren was out of her element, where she was kind of doing something.
At one point, we were just like, oh my God, that's a horrible move, whatever she's doing.
I don't know what she's doing, but it looks painful.
Yeah, it does.
And we like her.
Yeah, we love her.
We love her, but it's just like, it didn't work, and it was...
Hannah across the board.
Hannah across the board.
Yeah.
They all voted for her. So then we come down to the elimination. And...
Again, we're shocked. The first one saved was Sean.
And you could even hear the audience. And
come on!
And I know the other dancers are trying to be professional, and it's like, during the Academy Awards when the person doesn't win, you have to give the fake.
Clap.
Yeah, I'm glad they won over me, because this is like the once in a lifetime moment.
Yeah.
And you can see a couple of dancers, and they're going, what?
Even the judges were just being professional and not, you don't want to degrade Sean either, but you're basically, and I'm sure Sean feels the same way, like, why am I still here? These guys are so much better. But it is a show that it counts on voting.
Trying to be professional.
Right.
And that's it. But before we give who won, though, I forgot we have comments.
Ooh, okay.
So let's read some of the comments. This is from 2 weeks ago, from Dance with a Halloween Night that Sherry puts on our Facebook page. It's a great little thing that you can go there and leave your comments on there. And so we have Jessica saying...
I would agree with Jessica. She was talking about Cal and Whitney they did the Time Warp song as their dance for Halloween, and Jessica was basically saying, it would have been cool to see the Time Warp dance in there. Again, it's one of my favorite movies, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Well, let me read it.
Why can't we just sum it up?
Well, Kel Dance would have been better with a different song. Snakes have nothing to do with Rocky Horror.
Exactly, Jessica. Ditto.
They could have dressed up as any one of the iconic characters from the movie. Again. And they didn't even do the Time Warp dance.
I was disappointed with you, too. When I saw it was a song, I got up right away and did the moves. You weren't with me, but I was enjoying every moment.
I was actually disappointed by it.
I'm with you, Jessica.
Susan says, I was expecting a few steps at least from the Time Warp dance.
Yes,
too.
Susan.
And then Jessica says, of course we gotta listen to Jessica again, I like the second group dance more, even Sean kept up. And Kate deserves more than 8. Lauren should have gotten 8s because of her big slip.
Yeah.
They always take off big slips, and they didn't for her. Sherry said, I thought Karomo really improved in his dancing.
You're right.
And she's right. So we got another one here. Comment from Jessica. Let me get to it.
You know what you're doing, Dancing with Stars.
There we go.
There we go. My husband forgot for a second what show we're doing. I don't know how you forgot we're doing dancing when we're talking about dancing. But I'm with you, Jessica. I was disappointed they didn't do the time warp.
Being a big fan of Rocky Horror Picture Show, as I am.
You're not?
I'm not. Let's see. We have Jessica saying, Sean did a good job. There's a difference between constructive criticism and being mean. The judges were just mean to him. I can kind of see that. I think they're just.
Well, I think Glenn said about the boat. You know, we keep throwing them out of the boat, but the fans keep
giving him an oar back.
Yeah, back in.
I think they're more frustrated with not so much Sean.
But here's the thing: if you don't want the viewers' input, then don't let them vote.
Right.
So either you accept that this is going to happen. I know I complain about it, but still, I just thought about it just now. Here's two things. Judges, either you're on a show where it says this is what's going to be. So you accept that he has people that like him and want to vote. They want to change their mind and say, you should be voting as that you like the dance, not because you like them. But that's not what it says. It says vote for your favorite dancer.
But put yourself in the judge's shoes. Most people have egos. And if I'm telling you, I'm a judge, I'm professional, and I'm at the, they're obviously were probably great dancers,
yes,
and they're at the and they know what they're talking about,
right?
And they're the highest level of their profession, but yet the fans keep voting someone in that they keep saying week after week shouldn't be there anymore,
right?
I can see where they're. Again, I'm not saying it's right because I agree with you. The show is based on getting the listeners, not the listeners,
the viewers
to participate,
right,
and vote for who they want to, go further,
right.
So again, the judges shouldn't be complaining about it, but I can see as a judge be like, "Come on, really?"
I know.
Now I have to vote somebody out.
I don't mind them complaining. I don't like the low blows. Some of the things that they say that, again, you agree to do this. This is what the rules are, and you're allowing the viewership to vote their favorite. It doesn't say vote for the best dance of the night. It says vote for your favorite dancer. Yeah. That's how they even say it.
Yeah,
during the whole thing.
So that is, but also I get what you're saying too, because what might be hurting, like what Jessica said, and usually I don't ever agree with Jessica, but this time I have to, is that when I'm just kidding, but when you have if you're picking on somebody, their supporters are more likely to go, well, heck with you, I'm going to go.
Right.
You might be pushing them to vote for them.
Right.
So anyway, it came down where Sean was saved, and I'm like, oh my God. Because before we watched it, I didn't know. You told me, I go, that Kate was voted out. I go, come on, Kate was voted out?
Yeah. But she took it like a champ.
Oh, she was
excited.
Very classy.
Did you see all the dancers pulled her up and brought her and up in the thing? I mean, I think she probably didn't think she was going to get that far. She held her own, 55 years old. Good for her. Gives me inspiration about life, even though I'm 5 years older than her. I'm not quite, but almost.
I'm younger than her.
Yes, you are. No, you're not younger than her. So good for her. And I got to see a side of her that I wouldn't have seen before because I only saw her as a character in The Office. So I was excited to see this side of her, and in future things that she does, either TV, movies, or wherever she goes, I'll be more likely now to probably watch it, because if I would have not seen this and just she was in something, I'd probably be like, nah, I don't want to see her. I wasn't that crazy about her in The Office. So I think,
again, that wasn't her fault. That's the character she was playing.
No, I'm just reading that. I'm not saying I don't like her as a person. I didn't like her not as an actor. I didn't like the character she played. So,
but you weren't really supposed to like her.
Right, I know that. And then I understand that sometimes people get stereotyped when they play the same character. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to see that character again.
Okay.
But seeing her the way she was here, and just so fun-loving and just enthusiastic and had a lot of fun with it and everything, and humble, I would be like, okay, now I think I'll watch her in something.
But here where the judges, you can see where it's frustrating to be the judge, because you have Allie and Sasha, Kate and Tasha,
absolutely,
and you're like going,
absolutely.
And I go, come on, this would have been an easy choice if Sean was here.
Right.
Again, not picking on Sean.
No.
I mean, and it doesn't even come down to politics. It's for me. It's like it's almost frustrating. Where last season we almost stopped doing this show because we were
upset that we kept seeing Bobby in there.
And Bobby again,
nice guy.
Yeah.
But
and I'm drawing a blank on his
Sharna.
We loved Sharna. Sharna's like one of the best dancers on the show. Right. We love her personality. We loved everything about her. But it wasn't one of her best partners she ever had. But she won.
Right.
And again, it's a show that fans but I was so upset.
The fans have made this show successful. To be fair,
I get it, but but it does get frustrating. But everyone has a different, maybe we're just taking it too seriously.
Probably,
and we are, but I got at this point now you're getting rid of dancers you shouldn't be getting rid of.
Right.
I mean, if Kate would have gone home, say Karoma went home, and I was like, it was hard to argue that Karoma, because he had so many, he had his best dance, I think, of that of the show.
Yeah.
But leading up to that, he had he was towards the bottom and all that thing. So it was like, okay, him or Sean, okay. But now we're getting to where, all right, what if
anybody else would leave before him? It would be sad.
I mean, now it's like, okay, he's clearly the worst dancer. He should be going home next week, and so now you're going to have that. But maybe ABC wants that because more people tune in to see if he's going to go home overnight. I don't know how it works.
I don't know, but anyway, it was still a fun night to watch. I enjoyed it all. We apologize, but we're going to try to make sure we do this next Wednesday. Hopefully, we should be able to.
Next season, we'll get to where because we don't have cable anymore. We cut the cord, and so we have to watch it on Hulu the next day, and it's just
difficult.
Then you work Tuesday night.
Well, Tuesday nights, I do.
And it's just
orientation,
and we have it's been difficult.
It's been difficult, but we'll figure this out.
We'll get better.
Thank you for your patience.
We're making excuses, but we'll be there in the future. But it was Carrie Ann, Allie and Sasha, Bruno, Allie and Sasha, and Lynn. They asked, well, who would you have picked? And he goes, Allie and Sasha. But they all said, we don't even want to have to make this pick because it's not fair. But like I said, Kate handled it with class. Thanks, Kate, for being on the show. We enjoy it.
Yes.
Again, if you like what we're doing here, give us a 5-star review. 4 stars, we're not like Sean Spicer. Give us a 5-star review. But also, you can become a patron. Go to janejack.com, click on the little button that says Become a Patron. Also, the Amazon thing, same link, same time. But at this time, we thank all our patrons, but we're going to thank Tack from Paris, Eckhart Rickner Glaffelder, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, Ed the Creepy Letter Carrier, and Drake the Destroyer. Thanks for what you do, and thanks for everybody putting up with Cyndi and her not wanting to podcast, and me who says, hey, I'll do it, but she says, no, I don't feel like doing it today.
Okay. Anyway, thanks you guys. Bye.
I just backed the truck.
Whatever. I'm just ignoring you.
Hasta luego, and good.
Bye.